TigerSharks, the show that asked the question, what if Thundercats, but they're fish? Here's what happens in episode 1. These bad guys arrive at the planet of Wateroo and discover some weirdos frozen in the ice. The main villain T-Ray says,
I don't want those frozen people messing with us. Let's destroy them with the heat ray.
But sir, they're already frozen. Won't the heat ray just melt the ice and potentially free them?
Walleye, you always do this.
Do what, sir?
You always are like undermining me and trying to poke holes in my plans. It makes me feel like you don't believe in me.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry, T-Ray. Of course I believe in you. I'll prepare the heat ray.
So Walleye fires the heat ray and it frees the creatures from the ice.
Oh, the heat ray was a terrible idea, Walleye. Why would you let me do that?
Then they dive into the water to hide. Over on Earth, the TigerSharks are in their base dropping all the exposition. Okay, so basically our buddy Lorca, he went to the planet Wateroo, okay? And he's there to salvage a spaceship for some reason. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it.
Who are you talking to right now exactly, Mako? Like, we all know this.
And Lorca has located the ship, but the bad guys swoop in and attack him, and the TigerSharks are watching all of it on their TV, and they are shocked. Then this Dr. Phil dude is like, quick, I got something crazy going on in the other room, and I gotta show you. He leads them to this giant fish tank where he explains, you know how we're always saying, like, how cool it would be if we could transform into, like, crazy fish monsters.
We've never said that, Doctor. Why would we want that?
It would be cool, though, right? What the hell are you talking about? Shouldn't we, like, go save Lorca? And maybe you can show us this later? No, this friggin' rules, so I gotta show you right now. Check this out, it's real simple. You just hop right in there, swim down to the computer, couple beepity boops, and then you're goddamn walrus. How about that? Wow, I'm sure Lorca is murdered by now, but this was totally worth it to see you transform into this lumpy fish. Nice one, Doctor. Then they all jump in and willingly transform themselves into monsters. These two guys are so happy about this that they hug each other while complimenting each other's muscular physique. Then they all go for a nice swim to test out their new bodies. And yeah, I guess they have just totally forgotten about Lorca. Then Dr. Phil is like, all right, that's enough seahorsing around. Let's all get back to our regular bodies. So they transform back and then fly their ship away from Earth. And to help go faster, they deploy their sail, taking advantage of all the wind in space. The bad guys are interrogating Lorca when they're contacted by the frozen people from earlier.
Hey there, neighbor. We just wanted to thank you, honestly, for saving us from the ice. I mean, lifesavers. Literally. Like, yeah, we would love to have you over for dinner and just, like, to chat. That'd be fun, right?
Thank you so much for the invite. It's so hard to meet people when you travel to a new planet, so yeah, I really appreciate the hospitality.
But it was all a trap. When T-Ray's ship surfaces, the dragon fire blasts it, then T-Ray calls up the frozen people and says,
hey, that wasn't cool. I actually have a lot of trust issues, so that's gonna really set me back in therapy.
I'm so sorry. I always do this. It's me. It's me. Seriously, you actually seem really cool. I'm sorry. We should be friends.
You know what? I'm really glad to hear that, frozen zombie person. I don't know. I'm just getting a vibe from you. I feel like one day we're gonna laugh about this, you know?
Why don't we laugh about it now?
And so they do. Back over with the TigerSharks, they arrive on Wateroo. They slide down their shark pole and dunk into their transformation tank. Then they emerge from their ship as their aquatic alter egos. The bad guys shoot some wriggling torpedo eels at their ship, and this dude is like, oh no, our ship, all my stuff's in there. So they attack the torpedo eels. Dr. Phil uses his cane to shoot one in half, and this guy uses his pointy head to slice this one. Then he shoves one in a clam. But there's one torpedo eel left, and it zoomed past them. Luckily, Dr. Phil is basically the penguin from the 1992 film Batman Returns, and his cane can turn into like a helicopter thing, which makes them move slightly faster, and then he shoots the eel and everything is good. Then the TigerSharks turn back into their human forms. Are they humans? Their ears are pretty pointy. I don't know. Anyways, they go to see the ruling council of Wateroo, which is these three little guppies, to see if they know where Lorca is at. The guppies explain,
I mean, there's like a ton of bad guys on this planet. You got T-Ray, you got the frozen people. Your friend is probably with one of them, right?
Okay, thank you, little guppy people. That was very helpful. We should probably be going now. We better save a friend. Also, you might have psoriasis, like that red shit on your skin. I don't know, maybe see a dermatologist. I'm not actually a doctor. I just am animated as one on TV. But the guppy, unprompted, launches into this whole backstory that nobody asked for.
For many years, the Waterians lived in peace, and it was great. You see, we tracked down all of our enemies and froze them in the ice. Pretty ruthless thing to do. Maybe we're the real villains? I don't know. Who knows? It's a matter of perspective, right?
And the TigerSharks are like, okay, let's go windsurfing. These two TigerSharks windsurf into a secret tunnel and find Captain Bizarrely's HQ. The rest of the TigerSharks show up and slide down the fish pole. And they have a dog who jumps into and gets turned into a fish dog. They go to infiltrate the lair and come across these two fellas riding like a jet ski with a chainsaw on the front. Chainsaw jet ski. Not sure what the practical application could be for that, but it's pretty cool. The TigerSharks commandeer their vehicle and pass their friends. This lady is like, careful, there's a dragon in there. And Dolph is like, I don't give a shit. And then he speeds off, flipping the bird to all his friends. Bizarrely marches around in his medieval logs and instructs Dragonstein to kill the prisoners, but Dolph blasts out of the water and chainsaw jet skis the chains, freeing the prisoners. Okay, chainsaw jet ski, pretty useful. And Dolph is like, hey Lorca, I look like this now. And Lorca's like, what? What? Why are you naked? But there's no time to explain. The two ride back into the water, but the dragon dives in after them. Eventually, Lorca remembers that he can't breathe underwater, so he's dying. Luckily, his friends bring him an air hose and he sucks it back like a little kid with a juice box. And unfortunately, the dragon can breathe fire underwater. But this dude lassos his horns and they swim away. Back in the safety of their ship, they transform back into their human forms. And Lorca is like, why did you guys do this? Like, what is the purpose of becoming the water monsters? Well, we wanted to become cats, but the truth is, it was taken. Alright, I guess it's pretty cool. Let me in there. And he turns into an aquatic Donkey Kong and has the best day of his life. And that's episode 1 of TigerSharks. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, remember to download it, burn it onto a CD, and mail it to a stranger. Bye-bye.